What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 60 of Lured Up, a podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Today is Sunday, January 6, 2019. I'm your host, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-hosts, Adam Tuttle and Melissa Pescator. What up, y'all? How are you this week? What's going on?
Hey, we're in the building, or the car, or whatever you guys are in. We're in that.
Oh my God.
We're up in your ear holes. All up in your ear holes.
That's kind of gross. There's like earwax and hair. And
How's everybody's week been? It's been a crazy week in this household. Our son is sick.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
The dude.
It brings everything to a screeching halt when the child is like super sick, and he's super sick.
Yes, it's real bad. He's got.
Hopefully, Melissa and I will dodge a bullet.
I've had more Lysol ingested into my lungs on the last day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sinus is clear as shit right now.
Don't say that. That you say it right now, but then you're gonna catch the plague, and it's gonna be
breathing
brutal for me.
I feel like I have like smelling salts under my nose. Like that's how like sterile it smells like in this house. A little housekeeping real quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/gottawatchemall, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people.
It sure is.
And I want to give a huge shout out to our show supporter tier patrons, Brittany, Jay, Jessica, Keith, Matt, M. Pitts, Terry, David, Chris, Sydney, and Bacon L. Thank you guys so very much. We appreciate it
you guys
so
are the
much.
best.
that's a lot of support.
That's a lot of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts.
On today's show, we are going to be talking about the Adventure Sync Hatchathon, the event that
it's this crazy awesome event, guys. Just wait for us to talk about it. It's awesome.
Yeah. This is an interesting one. There's been a major field research shakeup. There's a stupid amount of research that's out right now. The biggest hits of research from 2018 are back, and it's like I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll talk about all that. There's been a major raid boss rotation. We're going to bring in a new segment talking about some PvP strategy. I want to dig into something as we prepare for Community Day coming up this next weekend. Safari Zone Brazil is going to be happening. We could see potentially shiny Psyduck. I hope so. And then we're going to go into a Attack Form Deoxys Solar Raid Guide and Battle Party, which isn't going to be too far off from normal form Deoxys, but I figure if we put a little spin on it to be soloed, it's kind of exciting because this is the first time you can do an EX raid all by yourself, so that's cool. The Adventure Sync Hatchathon, the event that no one knew they didn't want.
Yeah.
No. Wasn't that the boxes? We didn't know we didn't want them.
Okay, so let's break down this is so weird. Okay, so the last bit of the holiday event was an incubator thing where the effectiveness of incubators was doubled. So it was ultimately a hatching event at the end of the holiday event. And we knew that something was obviously going to come on the heels of that, but we didn't know what. And then when it ends, they announce the Adventure Sync Hatchathon, an egg hatching event right after an egg hatching event.
Yay! What fun at a party.
I'm okay with it.
At first, I was like, this is
I'm
bullshit.
okay with it
I go,
because
this
I
is
still don't have a
stupid.
fucking Munchlax, so, anything that could help me get that bitch.
Get my
I'm
Schlax.
good.
All right, well, this is the thing. What the event was highlighting was going to be Double Hatch Candy, Double Hatch Stardust. I mean, that's good stuff any way you look at it, the Stardust especially. And the gimmick of the event was from stops and gyms, 5 and 10K eggs would be dropping more frequently. Now, the Munchlax, the Shiny Babies, the Mantike, all the Gen 4 stuff, those are still coming from 7K. So the bonus from the event of extra 5 and 10Ks, that pool didn't shake up. That pool is still the same as it's been. So even though those eggs are dropping more frequently, you're not getting those Munchlax and other Gen 4s out of those 5 and 10s. They're still coming from the 7s. So that's a little counterintuitive to people really wanting to hatch eggs right now because they want to do it still on the 7Ks. So that's kind of weird. They didn't shake up the egg pool. Like I would figure maybe they're going to take, some Pokemon out of 10K. Get this shit. I hatched 5 10K eggs today, all Phoebus. I was ready to smash my freaking phone. And it's like, I was hatching so many 7Ks and I was getting all Tyrogue. Now I get all freaking Phoebus from the 10K. I was livid. I was like, I would have rather had Trapinch, and like that's like the next worst one. It's just terrible. But the internet kind of exploded when this Hatchathon thing was announced. No one wanted this event, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, if this isn't the biggest like cash grab. Now, I don't fall into the camp of cash grab typically, right? They're a business, they're trying to make money, they want to sell stuff in the store. They went from
But not this way, come on.
Look, the best box sale ever during the holiday event. It was like 72% off. All the stuff that we wanted in boxes. It was that Ultra Box was the shit. Then they go to like the absolute worst box sale we've ever had, and people like literally mocking the boxes, saying like, "What are they? They put regular freaking incubators in the Ultra Box. Like, what are they like? Like, what are they thinking? Like, it didn't make any sense to me. I can't imagine anyone spending money on this, and it's like they're really trying hard to give you less to do more with in the game, which is like counterproductive for the consumer and very much weighed in favor of the house. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, but maybe they're prepping to give you stuff in other ways.
But that's what I'm saying. They didn't shake up the egg pool. Like if they
Right
shook up
now.
the egg pool, yeah, but
Right now,
it's
the beginning of the year.
No, I
Give
don't
him a
even
chance,
like 5Ks.
Give him a chance, B.
I hatch random stuff all day.
yeah, the 5Ks are so not exciting to me at all. Like just absolutely at all. And the bonuses that you get from a 5K are the same as a 7K. So you might as well hatch the 7K. The extra 2K isn't going to freaking kill you. What really burns my ass here is there's nothing else happening. Like this is going through January 15th. So it's like we get 2 full weeks of this, and it's like it's just very anticlimactic to start the new year with. Like you figure that they would.
Well, I think honestly, you guys sound like the fucking spoiled internet. You're like, I want more. Like, didn't they not just?
Well, I didn't say I wanted more. I just wanted less
like,
of these boxes.
Like,
I didn't need a box.
Like, didn't they
I could have
just
dealt
give
with
us
the
an
shop.
awesome?
No, the December events were freaking fantastic.
Yeah, they just gave us an awesome December.
I mean, I think they realized that people bought hundreds and
your
hundreds of
a-hole.
those boxes.
You should have fucking stocked up on the December.
No,
box.
that's what they did, and they were like, well, to all those people that did that, we're gonna give them a reason to use all 9,000. Looking at you, Terry, all 9,000 of your eggs, or your incubators.
Well, look, I stocked up on the Ultra Box during the December event, right? So when this event first launched, I was like, this is bullshit. I'm not into it at all. But then I'm like, here I am at the end of the holiday event, and I'm sitting on like 18 incubators or something crazy, like still three use. And I'm like, I don't want these taking up room in my inventory. Okay, I want eggs just so I can burn through these, because typically I will not keep incubators in my inventory if there's not some kind of egg or hatch event going on. So at least I know I can get rid of them, because I still want the 7Ks. I still need that Mantike. That's the last one I need. And so I didn't mind, because I needed to burn through these remaining incubators, but I'm not motivated to get eggs from stops because I don't want 5Ks. Like, give me the 10Ks because I want the Riolu. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I need from that. Yeah. But fucking 5Ks, like, I have no excitement. Like,
yeah, I've hit 3 stops on the way home and got all 5Ks. I was like, no.
I'm not excited about 5Ks at all, but
yeah, I hatched a shiny. Why not?
I know. I saw that in a Discord.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Like I went into my recents and was so confused. I was like, where did that come from? And I was like, oh, this is funny because my watch had said "oh," and I was like, sweet, I hatched an egg. But I was in the middle of dealing with the guests, so I couldn't do anything. And I went to the game and
You're
I didn't
like,
get
oh
that
shit,
alert.
it's a shiny.
Yeah, it was like it's such a good feeling too, like just like seeing it in there. You're like, yes. Although I hate it when you open it up and it's like all Geodudes and you're like,
oh yeah. Getting the Alolans are like brutal. It's like, man.
Yes. You're like, yes, a Meowth. No.
But if you're actually trying to take advantage of the bonuses from this event, if you do this right, and let's say you had a bunch of 10K eggs, with the event and a star piece running, if you hatch a 10K, you can get up to 9,600 Stardust just from the 10K. So you could really take advantage candy-wise and Stardust-wise, but I don't know. I see myself just going for 7Ks, and it's not worth it to me to put myself out there to try to get a 10K knowing that I could get 5Ks because I just don't want them. So it's an interesting event, interesting way to start off the new year. Let us know how you feel about it. It's not even a thing that the internet is divided. Like, pretty much everyone is on the side of like, yeah, just like, why?
Everybody hates it.
Let us know how you feel about it. A little anticlimactic for to start the year off. I don't know. But we talked about it last week. There's 2 months worth of field research that we're going to have with the legendaries that are going to be coming. You know, the 3 birds, 3 dogs, plus Ho-Oh and Lugia. There's a stupid amount of research that's rotated in for the next 2 months. And we'll talk about a bunch of it. But what's awesome is they finally put back research that's going to be able to give you Pokemon that you will need to complete the Meltan Special Research. And I know a lot of people that did not finish that research during that window, during the Kanto event, were screwed because those spawns that they needed just totally went away. So Adam, why don't you talk about some of the research that we see now for the next 2 months and how that's going to help us out with Meltan?
Okay, so if you're on the quest 4 out of 9, catch 5 Steel-type Pokemon, there's the quest you catch 5 Fighting-type Pokemon, which is going to yield a Magnemite. And that's going to be a shiny.
All right, let me talk about the shiny real quick. This is a very heated piece of contention here because there's definitely shiny Magnemite was released in the game last October, I think. But during that event, when it ended, no one has caught a shiny Magnemite since. So it's like very, very weird reports of if this is still active in the game. Now, when Shiny Krabby first came out, after that event, it fell off and you couldn't get one. And then it came back. But it seems like Magnemite has been off the radar for a while. So if, for whatever reason, you get one in the wild or you get one from Special Research, please let us know and make sure you post that around social media because there hasn't been a lot of chatter on if this is actually still live in the game on the shiny side. But continue.
And that will also be counted as an electric type as well. Then you've got 5 Nice Throws, which is going to yield a Voltorb. And then use a super effective charge attack in 7 gym battles, which is going to yield Electabuzz. Trade a Pokemon is going to yield Manectric. So all those are going to be for, your 4 out of 9 quest, if you will. And then the 6 out of 9 is going to be Evolve a Magnemite. So again, catch the 5 fighting Pokemon. Catch 5 Execute, Hatch an Egg quest. Evolve a Drowsy is Battle in a Raid.
So they're totally just pandering to people completing this quest. It's so obvious, which is good though.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing that I've been stuck on with the Let's Go Meltan is the freaking Catchfly Slugmar Gulpin. I don't see anything
Gulpin
in there.
are everywhere.
Gulpin are everywhere.
Bro, I don't see them.
Well, you got to get out of the house.
Well, that's probably true. That's probably
true. Yeah, get out and go.
The wine is in the house, though.
I mean, you could always spoof. You could download an app and. If you're really that adamant.
There's many reasons for me to unfriend you lately, especially with that Munchlax.
Oh wait, is that why? Oh yeah, I did. I hatched 100% Munchlax.
You're not even going to say anything.
And I hatched 100% Pichu with the Santa hat.
I'm sorry, Dead to me.
It's insane.
And I hatched 100% Elekid.
It's ridiculous. So that's so ridiculous.
And I caught 100% Wurmple, and I still haven't evolved it because I don't know.
Ridiculous.
It doesn't have a party hat.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of like the game gave me what I wanted, but in a weird way.
Well,
right after last week of me saying, "Hey guys, I wait for my 100%."
All right, let's go. Meltan step 7.
Okay. Step 7. Everybody was complaining, even on Twitter, to Niantic about, I can't catch a Cubone anywhere. So use 5 raspberries to help catch Pokemon. It's going to yield a Cubone, or you just battle in a Alolan Marowak raid and catch that.
Yo, and Alolan Marowak is legit in PvP, so.
Too legit to quit. And then let's go Meltan. This is the part that I'm stuck on is 8 out of 9. It says catch 2 Ammonite or Kabuto. I've done that, but one of them is win a level 3 or higher raid, which used to yield Dratini. Now it yields Ammonite. Catch 10 Ice-type Pokemon is going to yield Kabuto, which I'm currently sitting on 2 of those. But I've got that part done, and then I'm stuck on the catch 2 Lileep or Anorith and catch an Aerodactyl. But the catch Lileep or Anorith is going to be 3 Great Ball throws, so you get one of the 2, or catch 7 flying, psychic, or dark type Pokemon. And then to catch an Aerodactyl, you're going to have to evolve a Pokemon using one of the items. So Sinnoh Stone, etc. Or win 5 raid battles.
Right. So they gave you a ton of opportunities to play catch up here. I know a lot of people were stuck on Aerodactyl. That was like the last thing that they kind of needed. So they gave you 2 quests to do that, which is good. You know, that's a nice little thing that they did. But it's definitely cool that they've backtracked a bit, because I know a lot of people were jammed on that. And even when I'm out playing with my community, like, there's not a lot of people that play Pokemon Go hardcore even that have a Switch. So it's like some people still do not have Melmetal. Some people like are trying to get their first Meltan. Like, they have to do it through the special research. So
I was sleeping in my box. I just got to 400 candies.
Nice.
But I still don't want to evolve it, because if I can get one every 7 days and there's a chance at me getting 100%, I'll wait.
You and your 100%, bro. Doesn't matter so much in PvP. It's great. Give me the shitty IV Pokemon so I can power it up more. All right, so that's all the Meltan stuff. Let me talk about a couple other ones to note here in the grand scheme of thing. And this list is freaking massive of how many different field research there is for the next 2 months. So what they did was they brought back a lot of the popular ones from previous months and also added some new ones. But the ones you're going to want to keep a lookout for are send 2 gifts to friends, which is going to give you Ghastly. Shiny Ghastly is out there and super rare. So this is a good opportunity to get that. Make 5 curveball throws in a row, spin to number 5. The last day spin to number 6 was available. I got one, and I got a spin to number 5 today, so I was pretty excited about that. And catch 10 ground-type Pokemon will yield a Sandshrew, and now the Totori event is over. Sandshrew is shiny worldwide, so, you know, tons and tons of opportunity to get shiny Pokemon here. And I'll link to the, Leak Duck put together a really nice infographic that kind of has all the research laid out. I'll link to that so you can see exactly what it is. But there's some cool Pokemon in here and a lot of shiny. I think there's it's 25 out of 45 different things of research yield shiny Pokemon. So more than half of the field research you can get a shiny potential from. So get out there and do your research. Now's a good time, man. There's a lot of good rewards out there. Awesome. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I didn't even know that spin to number 5 existed. So
yep, it's out.
Now I know.
Yeah, and dude,
now you know.
Look, great throws are not hard, but when I'm trying to do 5 in a row, it's fucking impossible. Like, I was getting so mad.
I can't do it. I've been stuck on it for
I was getting so mad. Like, I kept getting 4, and I'm like, all right, this is no problem. Like, I'll do a fucking Venonat, like the easiest great throw ever, and like botch it. And like, I was getting so pissed today.
That's where those pineapple berries come into effect.
The pineapple berries?
That has nothing to do with whether or not you can throw a great ball.
A pineapple berry will keep it still.
Or not a great ball.
Oh, you're a nanab berry.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I've had a pineapple berry already.
Adam's drinking a bottle of wine directly from the bottle of wine.
No, it's a pineapple berry. It's sweet pineapple berry. That's if you guys could see the video right now, it's sweet pineapple berry.
I don't know. When people drink wine without a wine glass, they're in. They're in deep. All right, Adam, walk us through this raid boss rotation. Just last episode, we were talking about the raid boss rotation. Now they shook it up again, but still a shit ton of shinies.
I like when they shake it up.
Yeah, Makuhita's back.
Makuhita's back, and then we've got Croconaw in Tier 2, and Alolan Raichu in Tier 3, and Alolan Marowak in Tier 4. But if you really want to know all of them, I mean, those are the only ones that matter.
Yeah. Well, I'll link to the infographic again, but those are the key ones.
Well, Tier 1, we've got Magikarp, Makuhita, Wailmer, Shinx, Weasel. Tier 2 is a Sandslash, Croconaw, Breloom, Mawile. Tier 3 is going to be Raichu, Machamp, Starmie, Donphan, and Sharpedo. Tier 4, we're going to have Golem, Alolan Marowak, Rhydon, Tyranitar. Tier 5, we've got Heatran still. And then we have attack form Deoxys.
So I still haven't seen a Tyranitar out there in cloudy weather, but if I do, I want to solo that so bad. I want to try it. I need that, but you need to do it in cloudy. You get the Machamp party. All right, they also announced a new Safari Zone coming to Porto Alegre, Brazil. This is going to be the one where they're in the press release. They actually said, like, you know, worldwide increased spawns of Psyduck. So they didn't come out and say that Psyduck was going to be the shiny Pokemon of the event, but
you know,
yeah, they're handling it just like they did with Pinsir. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be the popular one, like they did Roselia. Like, so I'm expecting that it'll be shiny Psyduck, which is awesome. It's like this really cool light blue. It looks really neat. Unknown and Relicanth will also be spawning in Brazil. I think some of the YouTubers are going. I know Mystic 7 and Trainer Tip said they're going to be heading out, so we should get some good footage from it. I think that we could probably fairly say now that there'll never be a Safari Zone event in the United States. Like, they've got pretty much been all around the world except for here. I guess they're going to limit, like, Pokemon Go Fest to the States, and then the Safari Zone events will be everywhere else, because they do these events differently. They're free events. You have to register. You do need to get a ticket, because so that you do have to, you know, there is some kind of check-in procedure to unlock the event, but it is free. So I just don't know if they're going to bring that model of event to the US because they have GoFest, which is a pay per ticket event. I don't know. But it's interesting to see the dynamic between these international events that are these giant open air events that they'll sometimes do at like this one's taking place in like this lake that they just reopened or something like that. So it's this outdoor kind of celebration of water and this new zone in Brazil that they cleaned up. So I just don't know if that'll ever come to the States. So I'm kind of jelly. Because some of these safari zones, like especially the ones in Japan, they're like insane, hundreds of thousands of people. It's not like GoFest 30, 40,000. Like, these are like big time events. I would love to experience that.
To go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Japan. I want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Please take me to
I know.
Japan.
I said we should do a road trip.
Can't drive to Japan. If you had like a James Bond car, you could.
We need to get you here first.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
On that road trip.
The road trip to Jersey. All right, I want to break into a new segment on the show where we're going to dig into some strategies on PvP. This is going to be called the New Jersey Silph Arena PvP Update. This PvP update is brought to you by the New Jersey Silph Arena, Jersey's premier accredited Silph Arena league. Visit njsilpharena.com for more info.
Once you step in the arena, cheetah, you're gonna be
Okay, so this Saturday, January 12th, is Totodile Community Day. Doesn't seem that exciting at face value. Totodile's not, you know, from a starter's perspective, it doesn't have the allure that, you know, something like Squirtle would, per se. But when you look at it from a PvP perspective, the Community Day exclusive moves have proven to be at the top of PvP move rankings. So Hydro Cannon, which we're expecting to be the Feraligatr move, exclusive move for Community Day, will then put Feraligatr as the number 2 water attacker in the game, only under Kyogre. So this is going to be a very accessible Pokemon. This is going to be a very easy Pokemon for people to have in their party that they can evolve up to. And now you've got some lead time to, if you have a Feraligatr or a Croconaw, you can get Croconaw in raids right now. This is why they're probably doing this. Get yourself a good Croconaw that you can hold on to to evolve on during that Community Day window to get yourself a Hydro Cannon Feraligatr. Now get this shit. You actually have 2 options on how you can spec out Feraligatr for PvP. So you can get Waterfall, and that's going to be your typical fast move. There's a legacy move, Water Gun, right? So Water Gun and Waterfall are exceptionally different moves, where Waterfall is going to have a much longer duration, so it takes, I think, 3 turns or something like that, to where Water Gun, the legacy quick move, will charge 3 times as fast. So you have options here of how you want your Pokemon to kind of play out in PvP. Do you want that quicker fast move that'll have a higher energy return over time, but less damage per attack? Or do you want a move like Waterfall that's going to be charging energy slower, but have more attack at face value? So you have 2 different types of specs that you can build out this Feraligatr for. Now, like I said, Water Gun is going to have that higher EPT, the higher energy per turn. It has a lower DPT. So it's like that balancing act of what do you want more? Like, I would go for the Water Gun one because I'd rather charge that fast move as quick as possible to fire it off, where you might, if you're using something like Waterfall, you might get knocked out before you get that last charge move off because it takes longer to fill that energy meter when you're using something like Waterfall. So don't sleep on Community Day Pokemon. That's the moral of the story here. Anytime you have an opportunity to put a Pokemon into a Community Day move scenario, like evolving an existing Pokemon or catching a fresh Pokemon at Community Day and evolving up, do it, because Kyogre is a Pokemon that's going to be hard to have candy with. It's going to be hard to find, have an opportunity to get candy to evolve up and power up. You're going to leave Community Day with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Totodile candy. So this is the perfect opportunity to evolve up and get a really solid PvP attacker out of a Feraligatr with Hydro Cannon. And again, they haven't announced officially Hydro Cannon, but come on, what else is it going to be, right? Moral of the story.
Could be Crunch.
Don't sleep on Community Day Pokemon. Yeah, right. They give us like an off-type move. That'd be crazy. I asked a community question on Twitter and Facebook the other day, and I got one response here, and then we'll kind of go around the room. But I got one response that kind of sums up my feelings. So this is the response that I want to feature. So actually, before I get into that, we have a phone number now. So I opened up a Google Voice account, and I want to give everyone our phone number, and I'm going to put this in the description. 732-835-8639. This is a real fucking phone number. You can call us, you can text us, right?
Oh.
So I put it out there, and Pidgey Grabber replies, "There's a radio show that has a voicemail line, and they get drunk calling. Is this what you're looking for?" At MattyMatt5 knows about this.
Oh my God.
And my response was, one can only dream.
Drunk dial us, please.
Yeah, I put it in the Discord, and I think Unbreakable was just like, yep, bring on the Terry Wolf drunk calls at like 3 a.m.
Yes, I kid. Yes.
So I encourage all of our listeners to please leave inappropriate voicemails that we can then air on the show, because if you leave us a voicemail, we will be airing it on the show. 732-835-8639. All right, let's move on. The community question: what do you want to see added to Pokemon Go in 2019? Let's open up the floodgates here. Inappropriate speculation. What do you want? So
I know what I want.
I want to talk to Samson. I got a great response from Facebook. One of our fans, Steve Colmy. This is what he said: more or longer special research. Preach on, brother. I'm so with you there. He writes, some kind of in-game chat or notification for raids, trades, PvP. And then finally, trade over the internet. Even if it's limited to a special trade, maybe only with best friends, only once a day. Also, make it become friends so you actually have to see them in person, not just post friend codes online. So I am so down with everything that he's mentioned here that this is kind of exactly what I would have responded with. So the special research is great. I've always loved using special research to tell the narrative, to push along a story. The Spiritomb quest was super fun, but it was super short. Something like the Celebi quest was stretched out a little bit longer. Meltan has lasted a little bit longer. I would really like to see them do something where they don't just have to make it like spin a stop every day for 7 days to stretch the length out. I want something that's going to be really challenging. Catch 1,000 Pokemon, do something like that where
no, I'm still no I'm cool with more special research but not longer.
I want longer special research.
Yeah, longer is good.
Next he writes some kind of in-game chat or notifications for raids, trades, and PvP. Now the in-game chat that's in Ingress is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. It allows you to tag people. You can do it by region. You can do it by team. You can do it globally. It's really cool. Now, obviously, the scale of Ingress versus Pokemon Go is night and day. So you can't go from a game that's been downloaded, 80,000 times to a game that's been, or 800,000 times to a game that's been, whatever. It just, the scaling wouldn't make sense. But I do think it's necessary now more than ever with PvP, because the frustration of not knowing when someone is online and sending out these phantom requests for PvP, it kind of sucks. Now, a lot of people have started changing the name of their buddy to their PvP status. So they'll change the name of their buddy to PvP online or PvP offline, which is great because when you click on their name, you see it right then and there. The problem is everyone forgets to fucking change it back to offline when they're done, so it always looks like everybody's online. So it's like there's a lot of faults in that system. So yes, in-game chat or even if it's an in-game notification of online, offline, that's the foot in the door I think we need. And then trading over the internet, Absolutely. Now that PvP has kind of opened the door for this distance remote stuff, limit it to best friends. Trading over the internet would be freaking fantastic. Limit it to best. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine with that. But what do you guys think? Is there anything that stands out to you that wish list mode, like that you would want to see in the game?
I'm going to speak for the internet. So she wants shiny Snorlax. That needs to
Not
come in
shit
2019.
for yourself. Like I'm talking about mechanics.
Because here I was. I'm like, I'm going to say I want Delibird all year round so I can catch it all year round. Because now I have to hunt down every single person in the community and be like, give me your Delibird.
Give me all of your Delibird.
Oh my god.
That was literally the conversation.
You know what I want to see? You know what they need to bring? A way to get rid of eggs.
Yes, I'm so with you there.
A way to, like, you know, if you got fucking...
So I could delete all my 5Ks.
A whole rack of 10Ks, and you're like, no, I really don't want all these.
What I want to see is more bag space.
More bag space?
More bag space. And you know what else I want to see? I want to see more customization with my...
Avatar?
Yeah, with my avatar, bro. I want to change my bitch's hairstyle. For real. I love that you could do the different colors now. I think that's super rad. But, like, I want to be able to change your fucking hairstyle and shit. I want more customization with that. And I think it'd be cool to add some sort of reward system with special styles. Like, especially like when you have those community days or those special event days, like having a special piece of clothing or article that like
or even if there was a special research like that took you a long time to deal with, but it yielded clothes, so it didn't affect like the game at all.
Like
so like you could just keep throwing us stuff like that and give us a special T-shirt that it yields.
Yeah, like you have a badge of honor that you can wear that. Exactly.
Well, what if they even brought in like skins where it's like, it's not like you have to piecemeal an outfit together. Like you would get a complete like head to toe makeover as a full skin. That could be something that
like a full out like hat, jacket, pants, like that. Like just
like you don't have to do it a la carte. Like you don't have to say, okay, I'm going to buy the Delibird earmuffs and the gloves and the boots. Like this would say like, hey.
Well, yeah, either that or just like one special item, like.
Something unique.
Yeah, just something unique to and, custom to whatever event or Pokemon that it is featuring at that time. I think that'd be fun.
I like the idea of a special research that yields clothes or something to do with your avatar.
An accessory or a badge.
Yeah, because you can make that fast. I think
that would be another cool thing, like, is wear, like, a way to display your physical badges, like, actual, like...
That'd be kind of cool.
You don't really earn badges, like, like used to earn the badges back in the day, and that's like the water badge and the...
Yeah, but we don't have those.
I know, yet. We gotta have... There should be those
The Silph Arena January Boulder Cup will be giving out some Boulder badges, some imaginary Boulder badges.
See,
Listen, I have so many Boulder badges.
Maybe they could do special researches where you earn, like, a special badge. Or, like, they do special quests. Maybe they can come out with special quests where you earn these special badges, and then you can have like a badge, like something where you can display.
Well, we were kind of talking about that a few weeks ago. Like, what if they were to do like gym events where it's like, all right, Brock is taking over gyms on this specific weekend. You have to go to a gym, interact with the gym, and it unlocks a special research or something that's through gym battle. And then you ultimately would beat, face Brock in a PvP battle. So they add the gym battle and then they can kind of mix it with a PvP battle and earn a badge. That would be freaking badass. I think that'd be awesome. Remember when Japan did that event of the Giovanni takeover where you would go to a gym and you would fight Giovanni's Nidoking, and it was like there was nothing different about it. It was just like Nidoking sitting in the gym or something like that. Like if they did a research or something where you fought a gym leader, yeah, that'd be badass if you can get actual gym badges. That would be cool. That'd be real cool. You work your way up through all the generations. Hell yeah.
Or to take it a step further, you embark on this special research, which unlocks a quote-unquote temporary gym to wherever you're located for, let's say, a half hour. So you have a half hour to basically battle Brock, and you get to spend that stop at your location 5 times. Or whatever, however long that is. Like, I think it's 6, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right. I have no idea how to do math. So 6. Yeah, and you'd be able to spin that phony gym, and make it orange or whatever color Brock's gym would be.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, maybe they do it like a Meltan box.
Gym.
They give you a box, and then you have a 30-minute window. You activate the box.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But you basically create a gym wherever you're located.
Yep.
If you move away from it, it stayed at this location. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
And then you can spin the stop so you can get your one raid pass a day. You know what I mean? Like if you weren't able to get out to a gym because you're in a rural area, and then you get stops for the day, you can spin your stop and you don't have to worry about like if there's a snowstorm and you're like, well, I just completed this quest, so.
I think it would be cool to have.
I like that idea.
Yeah, like you create this gym or you interact with the gym and it behaves like a gym battle. Like you have to take the gym down and then you take the whole gym down.
Right, and then you can put your Pokemon in it, but it's only lasts for that. So you can get coins when they come back. Like, and it's only a couple coins because, you know what I mean?
No, I'm saying you defeat the gym, and then when you take the gym down, then it converts to a PvP battle against Brock. You know what I mean? Like it's
no. But this one is like it just spawns randomly, like here, and it has those 6 Pokemon that Brock would have, and you just take it down. And then once you take it down, you can leave a Pokemon, but it's a temporary gym.
See, these are cool
so
ideas.
So technically, only you can see it.
No, that's a cool idea. I like it.
Man, I've got the power in my brain right now. I can feel it.
I've got the power.
But yeah, let us know what you guys want to see in Pokemon come to the game in Pokemon Go for 2019. They've 2018 was legit, man. They hit us with so much different stuff and so many different mechanics. Like there's not much left in terms of general stuff that needs to be added to the game. They brought the trading, they bought the PvP, they got the gym battles, like all that shit is there now. So it'll be interesting to see like what's next. The rumor mill, people are really hustling and bustling like, oh, mega evolutions are going to come, because they were in Let's Go. So I don't know what could be next, but it's going to be interesting to see what the next big update is. Remember
It better be a shiny Snorlax.
Guys, listen, looking at my screen right now and just thinking about me being able to complete research and be able to basically drop a gym right here and just interact with it for a half hour, like, oh my word.
Well, I think that kind of plays into also like the ability to, let me give myself a little kudos here. I got my Ace Trainer Gold medal. I did it. 576 Candela battles later. I fucking battled her 576 times and finally got gold. But those trainer battles were a single player experience. It gave you something to do when you weren't out and about. So what you're kind of talking about here, Adam, is the ability to do something where you can occupy yourself with the game without you having to go out. And I know that's
correct.
It's not.
It's counterintuitive, but that's why you do it for a half hour, and it limits it just like the Meltan box. So like the Meltan box, I feel like if I was out and about, like that's the worst time to do it. I feel like sitting at home and being able to
it's controlled.
Have all my volume all the way up and all my sounds and vibrations. So when I hear it go, like, or, I can tap it right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm all for some kind of more single player experience, even if it's like a Pokemon Refresh, where you're just petting your Pokemon and making them love you and getting a little heart rating or something like that from, tickling Snorlax's belly or something like that. Like that's the kind of shit I want.
Yeah, that's the other thing I need this year. I need Niantic. I need to be able to take my Pokemon out and play with them.
Oh yeah, playground mode.
I need to. If you guys don't fucking give this to me, I swear to God, by the end of this year, I'm just gonna quit the game.
Playground mode is coming, definitely. No,
it has to, because for like someone like me who's not a hardcore grinder, who I really just play because the Pokemon are fucking cute. And I want to play with them. And it makes me happy to see them pop up on the screen and do their little moves and dances and hear their sounds. And I need more of that experience. I need more of that experience.
Yeah.
I need more bounces from Snorlax.
Being able to
in real life. I want to bring him out on the beach and at the playground. And, when I see like something really dumb, like a Taylor Ham truck driving by. Like, I want to put him by it, and I want to laugh.
Well, that's the playground mode is definitely coming. I bet you that's going to be one of the first things we see this year because, you know, John Henke even kind of teased it a little bit. I heard that Samsung just gave Niantic a significant investment to work on new AR technology with actual exclusive content that could be coming to Android phones over iOS. So that could be something with playground mode. Niantic actually just finished up another round of investing. I think they raised another $190 million from a whole slew of different venture capitalist firms from small to large. So whenever that happens, you know that acquisitions are coming, and when acquisitions come, new technology comes and new things happen. So I'm just waiting for the fucking persistent AR stuff to come, because Harry Potter is going to be coming before we know it, and I'm sure that that's going to branch out a lot of new things, and we're going to see a lot of trickle-down technology come from that game too. So there's going to be a lot of shit on the radar. It's going to be hard for them to beat 2018, but I think they had something like 35% growth overall from 2017. So the game is still growing financially from gross, which is absolutely insane.
What? People are still playing this game?
Oh no, the Pokemon Go's dead.
People still play.
Guys.
People are still people spend money on
podcast
this
about
game?
that?
What?
Yo, Melissa spent $20.
Crazy.
She
Shut up! No, I didn't.
Melissa bought Incubator.
No,
She goes,
didn't.
I had to.
Shut up!
I need
don't
this
wanna talk
fucking
about it.
Munchlax.
I don't want to talk about it
She
because
goes, I need this
because
Munchlax.
it's fucking worthless.
Was it
Bullshit.
before or after I tagged her with my 100%?
Shut up.
I don't know. It was before. All right, let's get into this Attack Form Deoxys Solo Ray Guide and Battle Party. And if yes, it is a battle party, and we are going to perfectly serenade the crowd here.
Oh God!
With
here we
a
go.
lovely and
worst.
perfect rendition.
When are we gonna be over this? When are we gonna? We gotta change it up. It's a
new year. We could do it right now. It's a new year. How do you want to do it?
Here comes some battle parties.
Oh my God! Yeah, like we'd ever get that down.
He's fucking snapping his fingers and shit.
Okay.
How about? I think Ken. I think you need to come. We need to come up with like a cool little fun, like inserted musical.
Okay. Here's a call out
Bumper,
to anybody
yeah.
that's listening. You have our phone number. Please suggest us something that we should change our battle parties to.
Or if you want to do a battle party whoop whoop yourself, I'll play that shit as the segment.
Oh my God, you should sync them all together.
Yes.
Do a community battle party. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Or if you just insist that we
Keep doing
serenade
it.
you.
Yeah.
Let us know. What do you
We'll skip
guys
it. We'll
think?
skip it this week
What?
because
No, we
we're
can't skip it, but
okay.
like,
Okay, you're right.
we can't. Skip
All right, but let's do it really fast. So we're gonna go like battle party whoop whoop, battle party
battle
whoop
party
whoop.
whoop
All right.
whoop, battle party whoop whoop.
We're so stupid.
All right.
All right, ready, Adam?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Battle
Battle
party.
party.
Whoop, whoop. Battle party.
Okay.
All right. One more time.
Attack-
What?
Battle party.
Attack Form Deoxys is a
Battle
pure
party.
psychic
Whoop,
type
whoop.
boosted in windy weather. It has a CP value of 37,460, weak to bug, dark, and ghost. This is why I wanted to have a separate battle party. So we did a normal form Deoxys. As far as the type effectiveness and all that, it's the same. So I won't dig too far into that. This is where the big difference is. This has the number 1 attack stat in all of Pokemon Go, 414 attack stat. So highest attack. If you get hit by Attack Form Deoxys, you're fucked. But it has the 5th worst defense in all of Pogo, a 46 defense stat. 5th worst in all of the game. Weedle has a higher defense stat than Attack Form Deoxys. This is obviously why you can solo this, because literally
Man,
it's
you must be bugging.
the ultimate glass cannon of glass cannon. Fucking Weedle is tougher. And it has 137 stamina. So again, not a lot of hit points to go around as well. 100% catch, 1474 at level 20, 1842 at level 25 in windy weather. So again, 1474 and 1842. I'll run through the best counters. Tyranitar, attack form Deoxys actually is good against it if you have Dark Pulse. I don't really like that pick because if you get hit one shot, forget it, you're done. Gengar with Shadow Claw, which is Legacy, and Shadow Ball. Absol with Dark Moves, Snarl, Dark Pulse. Honchkrow, Snarl, Dark Pulse. Weavile, Feint Attack, Foul Play. You could also bring Mewtwo, Pinsir, Sharpedo, Houndoom, Scizor. There's a bunch, but as long as you stick within the Bug, Dark, Ghost realm with super effective, you're good. Put Stab on top of that, you're even better. So there's really the only move you want to look out for from Deoxys is going to be Dark Pulse. All the other moves are not threatening at all, but that Dark Pulse will do a good amount of damage. And like I said, if you dodge, you can do this. Like people were soloing this with one Pokemon because their dodge game was super strong. I soloed this thing. I didn't dodge once. I went through 7 Pokemon. So I just wiped completely. And I brought 3 Tyranitar. I brought a Weavile, a Mewtwo, and a Gengar. So I wanted to switch it up just for fun. The fucking Mewtwo got one-shotted. The Gengar got one-shotted. I brought my Tyranitar back in and it finished the job. So it's up to you. You can do this with getting creativity. I still had like 80 seconds left or something. So I could have even brought less Tyranitar and more diversity and probably still done this. So I already did it. I posted it on YouTube. I put it in the Discord, but I'll link to it in the description so you can see my run through as with this party, the 3 Tyranitar, Weavile, Mewtwo, and Gengar. I did wipe and I had to come back. So if I had brought 5 Tyranitar, I probably could have done this without wiping, but it was still fun to bring Weavile in there. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, and I did power it up at 98% all the way, so I wanted to use it. But that's who I brought, and it was very, very effective on the solo mode. But Adam, what about you? What are you going to bring?
I brought a Mewtwo, 2 Tyranitars, 2 Gengars, and an Umbreon. And I actually won with 60 seconds left on the clock. But my next pass, I'm going to aim for like a higher time because clearly I was like, I don't know, I was frantic. I had very limited time to get to the raid. I was like, nobody wait for me. I'm just going to try to do it solo. And everybody in my chat was like, you could do it. You can do it. I have faith in you. And I was able to do it, which I was nervous when he one-shot both my Gengar. And I was like, oh, I'm done for. But then I just revived my Tyranitars, jumped back in, and I had it.
Oh, and another pro tip here, if you want to buy yourself a couple extra seconds, you could do the empty party trick. And if you don't know how to do the empty party trick, I guess I'll link to it in the description again, but you build out a raid party, but don't add any Pokemon. So what ends up happening is you choose that as your starting party. As soon as the raid starts, it'll tell you you cannot join the raid because you do not have any Pokemon. And then you have your backup party, the actual party you want to use. You select that party and you jump in and you skip the go animation at the beginning of the raid and saves you, 4, 5, 6 seconds. So you get a little bit extra time there if you need a little bit more padding. That's a little pro tip. But yeah, my Mewtwo and my Gengar got fucking wrecked, like so bad. So it's, if you have 6 Tyranitar, you're going to do it in quick time, but diversity's better. Like, look at Melissa's party. She switched it up. Like, what do you got here, Melissa?
I've got a Gyarados with, a Gyarados with Bite and Crunch, and 2 Tyranitars, 2 Gengars, and my boy Snorlax.
I think that you'd still be able to solo this. And like her Tyranitars aren't even powered up all the way. I think that because she dodges, like I don't fucking dodge at all. Melissa's dodge game is strong.
Yeah, I didn't dodge at all.
Yeah, you guys don't know fucking about my dodge game.
That's why I think she'll be able to, like, even with the 2 Gengars, make them last because they could probably withstand a hit, as long as it's not Dark Pulse, from an attack form taking dodge damage. So I bet you could do it. So we have another one on Saturday. So maybe you should give it a whirl. Give it a whirl with this party and see what happens. All right, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up this week's show. It's all about that field research. So get out there and spin some stops and get your Spinda and clean up your Meltan quest finally.
Yeah, and call us. Definitely.
Oh my God, please call us.
Don't be afraid.
Please call us. Leave us voicemails. Send us text messages. I don't know if you could. I guess you could send pictures too. I get them through Google. So if you want to send inappropriate pictures, I welcome that as well.
Oh my god, thank God you're getting them, not me.
Yeah, keep in mind those are going to Ken.
Yes. So
I don't want to see those.
I want to see all of those. But yes, please check out luredup.com for everything we're doing. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/GottaWatchTheMall, and please leave us a review in iTunes or Stitcher or any podcatcher that you use that allows for reviews. We would appreciate that greatly. That is going to wrap up this week's show. Thank everyone so much for listening, and we will see everyone next week. Bye.
Next
Adios.
week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.